brought to you by the Sportscasters Club.
Hey, thank you, Don, and a good evening to you from Bob Lucky Folden Field, Shenandoah High School softball. Getting ready to begin. It's Nodaway Valley, Shenandoah in this non-conference battle. Both these teams opening their season in this matchup. Nodaway Valley last year, 8-14 of the first year under head coach Allison Queck. Shenandoah, they went 12-6 in their second year under head coach Aaron Burdorf. Now let's set the lineups for you. For Nodaway Valley, who's the visiting team, so they'll bat first. It'll be Maddox DeVault playing shortstop, hitting first. Maddie Fry, Aubrey Van Otterloo, Georgia Holiday, the cleanup hitter. Lindsay Davis in the fifth spot. Whitney Lamb, sixth. Chloe Christensen, Bella Hogan, and Aaron Rhodes. Now, defensively for Shenandoah, Jenna Burdorf, a freshman, will be in the circle. She did some nice things in a couple appearances last year, so she's going to probably be their go-to this year. Their ace last year, Delaney Voschel, she's graduated now at DMAC, so the reins have been inherited by Jenna Burdorf. And defensively for Shenandoah, it's going to be Brooklyn Black catching. Playing first will be Lene Green. Macy Finley is at second. Sarah Morales playing third. Shortstop is Sita Rodewald. In left field, it's Reese Spiegel. Cassidy Stevens in center. Macy Blank in right. Going to be fun times here tonight in Shenandoah. Again, both these teams getting ready to open their 2021 softball seasons. You know, last year was a condensed year, a very odd year for almost everyone involved, or probably everyone involved. This year, definitely a lot more sense of normalcy, and we are ready for it. Now, this was originally supposed to be a 7 p.m. start. At least that's what we were told. However, the JV game ran a little long, and I moved this back to 7:30, and you couldn't really ask for much better weather either. A little bit of a breeze at the moment at our backs, but hey, it could be raining or 95 degrees, so we'll always take that. Again, it'll be Maddox DeVault, Maddie Fry, Aubrey Van Otterloo starting things off for Nodaway Valley. Now, DeVault having a great junior season of athletics, a key volleyball player for the Wolverines on a team that made a deep postseason run and then was their go-to in basketball and our Kameland Girls Basketball Player of the Year. And then just the other day, she took 5th place in the 100 hurdles in Class 1A. So Jenna Burdorf getting ready to fire her first pitches of the season, and the first one is swung on and missed by DeVault for strike number 1. So 0-1 the count now from Burdorf to Maddox DeVault. Get a look at DeVault's numbers from last year here in a moment. The next pitch, only 0-1 low, makes it a 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike from Jenna Burdorf to Maddox DeVault. Now, as I mentioned, Burdorf saw a couple starts last year. Going to be their go-to this year. The 1-1 on its way, swung on and missed. DeVault tried to cut high on it. And it's a 1-2 count in favor of Jenna Burdorf. Now, Burdorf last year threw 18 1/3 innings, had a 2-1 record with a 2.67 ERA, 18 strikeouts, 15 walks. And if you're Shenandoah, you'd like to see her lower that number, at least in strikeouts per walk. The 1-2 on its way. It is called strike 3. Got her on the outside corner. And Jenna Burdorf retires the first batter of the evening. And up will come Maddie Fry, the center fielder for Nodaway Valley. So 1 away here to start things. Lucky Folden Field in Shenandoah. This game on the KMA Extreme online, KMAland.com. Also video streaming. If you've been living under a rock, we've got that this year. Huge thanks to Levi's son for helping us out with that. First pitch to Fry is low. Fry also had a stellar track season. She was a state qualifier in the long jump for the Wolverines. We really had a nice girls track program this year under head coach Brent Welsh. Nobody on, 1 away. And the 1-0 from Burdorf is low and inside for a ball. Brings it to a 2-0 count. So Maddox DeVault struck out looking the first at-bat, and then Burdorf's fired 2 straight balls to Maddie Fry. Infield kind of playing in the bags. Burdorf, that one is low, but they call it a strike. It was on the lower part of the zone. Brings it to a 1-2 count. Jenna Burdorf will regroup. Fry steps out of the batter's box for a moment, now steps back in. Nobody on, one away. That one, bunt, popped up. Berdorf comes up, snags it, and there's 2 away now. It's not what you want to do when you're trying to lay down a bunt like Friday to just hit the awkward part of the bat. Comes up. Berdorf able to get her second out of the frame, and Aubrey Van Otterloo, the second baseman, steps up to the dish now for Nodaway Valley. Now, Van Otterloo is a sophomore last year, hit .309 in 55 at-bats. We've got looks like a truck out in left field that's got its headlights on, and they were an SUV, some type of vehicle in left field has headlights on. They were advised to turn them off before we get this one back going. You can't play games if someone's got their headlights on in the outfield. 2 away, first pitch to Van Otterloo is low but called a strike. It was on the lower part of the zone. So 0-1 the count to Aubrey Van Otterloo. So far, 2 clean outs for Shenandoah defensively. The 0-1 on its way, fouled back for strike 2. So 0-2. Berdorf doing a good job of throwing strikes early on. Had 1 ball to the vault, then got behind in the count 2-0 to Fry, was able to battle back and get a pop out on a bunt. 1 strike away from getting out of this frame unscathed. The 0-2 from Berdorf as she winds and fires. It misses high for a ball, brings it to a 1-2 count. Over on the KMA Extreme tonight, audio only, it's Glenwood, Clarinda Baseball in Glenwood. Ryan Matheny, Brian Bertini are there for that one, the Hawkeye 10 conference battle. Busy week of high school baseball. We've got 7 games in 5 days. And softball, 1-2, swung on and missed by Van Otterloo. So Berdorf gets 2 strikeouts, retires the side, and we're scoreless. We go to the bottom of the first here on the KMA Extreme online, KMAland.com.
Iowa Western Community College has important news for you. If you're a high school senior trying to figure out what your next step in life will be after high school, consider this. Students learning trade-specific skills will get you into the workplace quicker, making a good living and having a lot less college debt. Iowa Western offers 1 to 2 year programs in nursing, welding, industrial tech, and advanced manufacturing, plus many others. Great skills and great pay in less time. Talk to Iowa Western Community College in Clarinda and Shenandoah and start planning your future now.
Why choose Malvern Bank?
Because Malvern Bank is an education bank. Malvern Bank provides online informative resources and teaches folks like me financial literacy.
Malvern Bank takes the time to answer your money questions on the phone, in person, or online. As an education bank, we want our customers to be mindful about money.
To become a Malvern Bank customer, visit their website at malvern.bank and be sure to follow them on Facebook and Instagram.
Malvern Bank, we build community.
Member FDIC.
Nodaway Valley went down in order to start the ball game. Now it's Shenandoah's turn here in the bottom half of the first. And if you're just tuning in, as I said, they went down. They went strikeout, pop up on a bunt, and then a strikeout. So it's now Shenandoah's turn in the bottom of the first. It's going to be Georgia Holiday in the circle for Nodaway Valley. Now Holiday a little more experienced or a little more seasoned than her counterpart Berdorf tonight. Holiday last year saw 44 innings with a 3-7 record, 3.32 ERA, 40 strikeouts, 19 walks. Now due up for Shenandoah in this inning is Brooklyn Black, Sita Rodewald, and Macy Blank. If anybody gets on base, Ava Godfrey would join them. Defensively, for Nodaway Valley, Lindsay Davis is catching, Bella Hogan first, Aubrey Van Otterloo second, Maddox DeVault at short, Whitney Lamb third, Aaron Rhodes in left, Maddie Fry in center, and Lily Day in right. Now the first pitch to Black is in there for a strike, brings it to an 0-1 count. Next one is high for a ball. Brings it to 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. To Brooklyn Black, that one is fouled. It makes it a 1-2 count. Again, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brooklyn Black. Sita Rodewald awaits on deck. First batter of the season for Shenandoah. That one is low for a ball, makes it a 1-3 count. Or 2-2 count, rather. So 2 balls, 2 strikes That one swung on and missed, and down goes Black. First strikeout of the game for Georgia Holiday. That brings up Sita Rodewald to the plate with one away. Rodewald, one of the more experienced pieces of the lineup for Coach Berdorf's squad. Sees the first pitch, low for a ball. So 1-0 the count. From Holiday to Rodewald with one guy in a scoreless game in the first. That one on the outside part of the corner. They call it a strike. So a 1-1 count. Macy Blank awaits on deck for the Phillies. That one, similar spot as the last one. It's a 1-2 count in favor of Holiday. So 1-2 with one away. That one chopped along the first baseline. There to snag it and tag the bag is Hogan to put two away. On a slow roller, Bella Hogan has no trouble with it. 2 up, 2 down for Shenandoah in the bottom of the first. Macy Blank comes up, the right fielder. It's a righty. Sees the first pitch from Holiday. Was framed by Davis, but not well enough. They call it a ball. Brings it to a 1-0. That one high and outside makes it a 2-0 count. Macy Blank, last year as a junior, hit .389. So she's got the tendency to get on base and make contact. She swings at a low one. Makes it a 2-1 count. And a 2-0, you're maybe chasing a little bit. That's definitely a hitter's count. Steps out of the box, gets back and ready to go. 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the first, a scoreless tie. That one chopped along the third baseline. Lamb has to come up to it, throw to Hogan in time by a couple steps, and that's how the inning will end with a 5-3 putout. And Shenandoah goes 3 up, 3 down, 3 done. We're scoreless as we go to the second here on the KMA Extreme Online, KMAland.com.
From large projects to daily tasks,
he said it sounds much
we
better.
can help at Miller Building Supply.
It was something I think on
Shenandoah.
my end.
This is Josh, and we pride ourselves on quality products, knowledge, and service. We're always available for advice on the projects that take years to design or the issues that need fixed in a hurry. And we offer free estimates on anything and everything you need to complete both. When you have a demand, we offer the supply.
Yep.
Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah.
Nutrien Ag Solutions is your leading agricultural retailer of crop inputs and expert solutions. And they're your choice in the region for top-of-the-line products and customer service. When nothing short of the best is your standard, talk with Nutrien Ag Solutions in Westboro, Missouri, Coyne, Percival, and Essex, Iowa for fall application and products. Nutrien Ag Solutions, growing your crops and your bottom line.
Welcome back to Shenandoah on the KMA Extreme Online, KMAland.com. Also, video streaming. That's right. We have entered the dark world of video streaming. Our second broadcast last night, you heard Atlantic and Lennox in a pitcher's duel between TJ Stokes and Olivia Engler. Well, tonight, at least through one inning, we've got something similar. Both teams went down in order. But Nodaway Valley and Shenandoah both went 3 up, 3 down. Jenna Berdorf able to work 2 strikeouts for the Phillies in the first inning, and now due up for Nodaway Valley. It's their 4, 5, 6 hitters in Georgia Holiday, Lindsay Davis, and Whitney Lamb. Berdorf gets a couple more pitches in before we get this inning going. And if anybody gets on base, Chloe Christensen, the designated player, would hit out of the 7 hole. Again, defensively for you, Brooklyn Black catching, Lene Green playing first, Finley at second, Sita Rodewald at short, Sarah Morales at third, Reese Spiegel in left, as well as Cassidy Stevens in center, Macy Blank and right. First pitch to Berdorf. Popped up and looks like it'll be out of play. It will be just to our right behind the Nodaway Valley dugout. So that's obviously Strike to start the inning. Burdorf really showing some control early on. Said had a couple strikeouts in that first inning. Got behind against a batter. Was able to work it out. 0-1 on the way. Low and in the dirt. So after I compliment the control, there's a ball. Makes it 1-1. Shenandoah, Nodaway Valley. Non-conference softball tilt to start the season. Well, both teams hope it's a successful season. One is high for a ball. Brings it to a 2-1 count. On Holiday. And the 2-1 from Burdorf on the way. That one outside. 3-1 count. To mention, Burdorf last year, a little bit of trouble with walks early on. Didn't see a ton of innings, but saw some time here and there. Did some nice things, and they're excited to have her for the next 4 years. That one swung on and missed by Holiday. Again, 3-1, that's definitely a hitter's pitch. And she took a swing at it and missed. Now the count is full. Nobody on, nobody out. First batter of the second inning. The payoff pitch from Burdorf to Holiday is fouled back and away, so we'll get another one. 7th pitch of this at-bat now. Looks like we got, the softball was stuck in the fence. Had to get it out of there. They toss it back to the home plate umpire, and we get ready to resume with another payoff pitch from Burdorf to Georgia Holiday. Burdorf very deliberate with her delivery. That one is low, and it's a 7-pitch walk. So Georgia Holiday, the first base runner of the evening, with nobody out here in the top of the second. So with Holiday on base, that'll bring Lindsay Davis up to the plate for Nodaway Valley. Davis, only a freshman. Last year as an 8th grader, hit .250. Her sister, Alyssa, was a standout for the Wolverines. Was really able to tear the cover off the ball at times. Now Lindsay going to see what she can do in her freshman season. Already has had a strong athletic season. Like DeVault, a very key part of Nodaway Valley's basketball success they had this year under Coach Brian Eisbach. So we had Holiday reach on a walk, and now we've got a courtesy runner for her. Get that name for you here in just a moment. That one is low and in the dirt. Runner does not move. That's the one problem with first game of the season is you want to look at last year's stats, but also you want this year's roster. Creates a lot of tabs on the old laptop. Maddie Weston, an 8th grader, is a courtesy runner, by the way. On a 1-0 count after that one missed for a ball. From Burdorf to Davis. High, makes it a 2-0. Weston thought about going and decides not to. Black made her think about it. So 2 balls, no strikes. Burdorf trying to regain a little composure here. On the 2-0, swung on and missed. Just a step behind it was Davis. Brings it to 2-1. Beautiful night for softball here in Shenandoah. Second of 7 games we've got for you on the KMA airwaves this week. Here's the 2-1. Bunt laid down along the third baseline. Morales is there. The throw to first is in time to Green, but they cannot get the runner at second, so Weston moves. But there's an out now on Davis, so that'll go in the books as a 5-3 putout. Now Whitney Lamb will step up to the plate. With one away and a runner very much in scoring position. If you're just tuning in, Georgia Holiday in the second reached on a walk. She was courtesy ran. And now Whitney Lamb with a chance to maybe plate that run. Infield definitely playing in on the bags. That pitch is outside for a ball. Makes it a 1-0 count. Here at the top of the second. Both teams went 3 up, 3 down. To start things, Nodaway Valley got a runner on here early in the second. The pitch is low. Weston thought about going, decides not to. It's a 1-1 count to Whitney Lamb. Berdorf steps back into the center of the circle. Winds and fires. Low part of the zone. Called strike. 1-2 the count now to Whitney Lamb. They're trying to strand Maddie Weston at second. Weston being an 8th grader, I mean, you don't really know what type of speed she's got. You would assume being a courtesy runner, they trust her enough. In this situation, here's the 1-2 low. Makes it a 2-2 count. Chloe Christensen awaits on deck with an opportunity to maybe play to run. Berdorf steps off the center of the circle, rubs the ball for a moment. Winds and fires the 2-2. Fouled back to the fence by Lamb. Black picks it up, tosses it back to Berdorf. We get ready for the 7th pitch of this at-bat. The wind has pretty much died down now. Berdorf steps back into the center. The 2-2 is low. No, they're going to say it was a called strike. It looked like it was going to be low, and then Black didn't do herself any favors by bobbling it. And it ends up being an uncaught 3rd strike, but they get the strikeout because Lamb had pretty much given up on it. So another strikeout for Berdorf. That's her 3rd of the evening. It's the 2nd out, so now it takes away the sacrifice opportunity for Nodaway Valley. You would think maybe if there's only 1 out as Christensen swings and misses the first, there's only 1 out, you think, okay, maybe we can find a way to move the runner. And then see if Bella Hogan can find a way to muscle a hit. But now with 2 away, I mean, you've just got to try to put the ball in play and hope for the best. The 0-1 to Christensen from Berdorf. Swung on and missed. 0-2, so now Berdorf really where she wants to be in the count. And Christensen not where she wants to be in the count. 2 out, runner on second. Here at the top of the second. A scoreless time. The 0-2 from Berdorf is low. Misses. Makes it a 1-2 count. See what Christensen's approach is here. She grips the bat a little tighter. Gets ready for the 1-2. Weston still on second as a courtesy runner. The pitch on its way low. Evens the count at 2-2. So Christensen staying disciplined. That's not always an easy thing to do. Definitely when you get behind the count early, you can kind of catch yourself fishing a little bit. She has not done that. At least not yet. The 2-2 from Berdorf. In play. Going to get into right field for a hit. They'll wave Weston around, and a run scores. It's an RBI single on a 2-2 count from Chloe Christensen. She got behind in the count early. Battled back, was patient on a couple that, I mean, weren't crazy outside the zone. And is able to drive in Weston, the courtesy runner. So Nodaway Valley draws first blood. Bella Hogan will step up to the plate. The number 8 hitter in the lineup for Coach Allison Queck's squad. The first baseman as well defensively. So they've got Christensen on first base. So Chloe Christensen with the first ribby of the season for Nodaway Valley. Try to see if she can do some stuff on the bases. First pitch is a called strike on the upper part of the zone to Bella Hogan. 1-0 Nodaway Valley here in the top of the second. The 0-1 from Berdorf. inside part of the zone. She's being kind of creative with where they're being placed. Brings it to an 0-2 count, although the last time there was an 0-2 count, Nodaway Valley was able to score a run. Berdorf trying to get out of this inning with minimal damage. Last thing you want is for things to go awry here and get a crooked numbers. That one swung on and missed. She was way ahead of that one was Hogan. And that's how the inning ends with Berdorf's fourth strikeout of the night. But Nodaway Valley scores a run with one hit. They leave one on base. It's 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the second on the KMA Extreme Online, KMAland.com.
The accolades are pouring in for Northwest Missouri State University. U.S. News and World Report ranks Northwest at Missouri's top. Zippia.com rates it as the best school in Missouri to get a job. And SafeWise ranks Northwest among the nation's safest. Northwest continues to deliver a quality education, so you are career ready on day one. Plus, your textbooks and fully loaded laptop are included in your tuition. Visit nwmissouri.edu to apply today. Northwest Missouri State University, where Bearcats connect.
At PCSB, we believe in helping our customers and our community grow, and service is how we do it. This is about making banking better. We are here to serve. We have an innovative spirit and a heart for people that moves us to do what's right. Because at the end of the day, we know what matters most. Visit us online at wearepcsb.com. PCSB, we believe in you. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Shenandoah here on the KMA Extreme Online, KMAland.com. Also video streaming online at KMAland.com. 1-0 Nodaway Valley after 1.5 innings of fun here at Bob Lucky Fulton Field. The Wolverines able to play to run off a Chloe Christensen single. She was down to the count 0-2, battled back, got it to 2-2, and scored a run. But then Jenna Berdorf able to clamp down after that. Now leading off for Shenandoah is their designated player and their cleanup hitter, Ava Godfrey. And also they've got Reese Spiegel, Sarah Morales awaiting. If anyone gets on base, Sarah Morales would join, actually Jenna Berdorf rather, would join the fun. First pitch was a strike. It didn't look like Godfrey was really ready for it. Now we await, swung on and fouled back. And we are, it looks like off on the count on the scoreboard. Scoreboard showing 1-0. It should have, at the very least, be 1-1. And it's 1-2. Okay, that's what I thought it was. So 1-2 now from Holiday to Godfrey. Puts it in play to second. It's bobbled by the second baseman, Van Otterloo. And it's going to allow Godfrey to reach on an error. It's kind of a slow roller. Van Otterloo, it's early in the season, you're going to have those, just couldn't get it cleanly. And that allows Ava Godfrey to reach, and Shenandoah is going to courtesy run with Carolyn Rogers. Shenandoah looking to tie this one up maybe here in the second. Reese Spiegel, the 5-hitter in the lineup for the Phillies, playing left field, steps up for her first at-bat of the 2021 season. She awaits orders from Coach Aaron Berdorf. And the Phillies last year went 12-6. They started the year on a really high note. Had a shootout win in opening night over Clarinda, and then beat Red Oak. If I remember correctly, I did that game. I think it was like 18-10. They were scoring runs at will early on. Then they kind of got on the dog days of the Hawkeye 10, which was a very talented Hawkeye 10. So now we've got a delay as Coach Berdorf comes out to converse with the home plate umpire about something in the lineup. Whatever it is they were discussing, they appear to be satisfied with. And the Hawkeye 10 last year was loaded, and it probably will be again this year. Creston was a state qualifier. Atlantic was a regional finalist. Harlan was a regional finalist. A lot of other teams return a lot. There's a bunt laid down foul along the third baseline by Spiegel. Brings it to an 0-1 count. So to go 12-6 last year with the Hawkeye 10 the way it was definitely a tip of the cap to the Phillies. And, some of the pieces from that team are gone. We mentioned Delaney Voschel was their go-to pitcher last year. She's graduated. They have some pieces from that lineup back, though, as well. The 0-1, another bunt laid down by Spiegel, foul, so it makes it 0-2. So they're trying to show off Rogers' speed by maybe laying down a sacrifice. Nobody out, 0-2 count. Georgia Holiday in the circle for Nodaway Valley. She's got 1 strikeout so far. No hits. The only base runner came via an error just moments ago. The 0-2, low part of the zone. They call it a ball, makes it a 1-2 count. As I said earlier, Ryan Matheny, Brian Bertini, the wonderful rhyming duo that both reside in Glenwood, are in Glenwood tonight. Glenwood Clarinda baseball in the Hawkeye 10. That one misses high for a ball, makes it a 2-2 count. Always love when we can get Matheny and Bertini together for a ball game. We've got 7 broadcasts for you this week, weather permitting. Another bunt showed. She pulls back, and they call strike 3, and then Rogers snags second. It was a tight play. Van Otterloo and DeVault both came over. DeVault can't quite get it in time and move Rogers to second. Spiegel strikes out. So it's the first out. Now Sarah Morales, she's got some pop in the bat. She steps up to the plate. With a chance to maybe do some damage. First one is swung on and missed. So 0-1 the count. That one hit in play, rolls into right field. They will send Rogers around. The throw will be late, and Shenandoah plates a run to tie it. That was a close play as Day tried to throw it in, but Rogers able to just beat it out, and we are knotted at 1. It's an RBI single from Sarah Morales to tie it at 1. As Birdorf now will try to help her own cause. 1-1 here in the bottom of the second, 1 away. Sarah Morales at first after the RBI knock. That one low on Birdorf, so pitcher against pitcher in this one. The 1-0 is a called strike, makes it 1-1. So 1-1 with 1 away. From Holiday to Birdorf. Birdorf showing bunt, misses on it. Pitch got away from Davis for a moment, able to keep it in front of her though, and it's a 1-2 count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jenna Birdorf. With 1 away. One is low, 2-2 the count. Get Sarah Morales at first. Two balls, 2 strikes, swung on and missed by Birdorf. She goes down swinging. That's another strikeout for Holiday. That's her second. And 2 away with a runner on. So Macy Finley steps up to the plate. Her first at-bat of the season. Sits on that one for a strike. So 0-1 the count. The pitch from Holiday, hit in play. Slow roller, Van Otterloo there. Underhand scoop to Hogan in time for the out, and that's how the inning ends. So Shenandoah scores 1-on-1 hit. Also, there was an error and 1 left on base. We're tied through 2 here in the KMA Extreme Online at KMAland.com. Third inning on the way here in Shenandoah.
Many businesses talk about service, but at Rogers Pharmacy, it's not just talk, setting them apart from the big box stores. They're a full-service pharmacy where you can not only fill prescriptions, but they also carry an impressive line of medical equipment to meet all of your needs. So whether you need oxygen, CPAP, BiPAP, lift chairs, or diabetic shoes, Rogers Pharmacy has them all. Let their family serve your family. The full-service, family-owned, independent Rogers Pharmacy, located in Tarkio, Mound City, Maryville, and St. Joe. Visit rogersrx.com.
OSI is considered a premier global food provider by many of the world's leading brands. OSI delivers leading-edge food solutions for product development as well as processing, and much of it is done from their Oakland, Iowa plant. Being a leader in the industry allows OSI Oakland to give back to the communities by sponsoring area high school events, offering special programs for veterans, and other community outreach programs. To learn more, visit osigroup.com and search for the Oakland, Iowa location.
Welcome back to Shenandoah High School softball on the KMA Extreme online, KMAland.com, as well as our newly rolled out video stream. It's 1-1 between Nodaway Valley and Shenandoah here as we go to the top of the third. And as we go to the top of the third, Nodaway Valley goes to the bottom of their order with Bella Hogan, Aaron Rhodes, and Maddox DeVault, the 8-9-1 hitters for the Wolverines. Nodaway Valley scored one in the second. Shenandoah countered with one of their own in the second frame. Jenna Berdorf, 4 strikeouts, has had a walk, has given up a hit as well to Chloe Christensen that drove in a run. Both teams went down in order to start the game. Nodaway Valley got a leadoff walk to start the second, and they start the third with Bella Hogan sitting on a ball that rolls into the dirt, makes it a 1-0 count in favor of Hogan. Hogan playing first base tonight for Nodaway Valley. The pitch misses for a ball. It's 2-0 count. Looks like it's Aaron Rhodes. I forgot to mark Hogan as the third out of the last inning, and now Rhodes puts one play off the glove of Berdorf. Rodewald, the throw is late. Had a nice effort to try to get it to Green, but not quite able to beat it out. I don't really know whether he ruled that a hit or an error. I mean, it was off the glove of Berdorf. That's a tough play. But that's a scorer's decision. That's somebody way above my intelligence level being able to make that call. So that puts Rhodes on base to start the third. And it's back to the top of the order, Max DeVault, who shows bunt, lays it down nicely. Berdorf trying to make the play to first. It is not in time. And Nodaway Valley's got runners on first and second to start the frame. Again, another bang-bang play from Berdorf to Green to no avail. So DeVault singles. Rhodes moves to second. And Maddie Fry, who popped up trying to bunt in the first. Steps up to the plate. The first pitch. Fry shows bunt, lays it down along the first baseline. Berdorf throw, they get it that time to Green, and there is one gone. So 3 straight opportunities for a 1-3 putout, and it takes them till the third time to get that, but also moves runners to second and third for Nodaway Valley. So 1 away. And it's now Aubrey Van Otterloo up to the plate. She was a strikeout victim to end the first. That one swung on a miss. This would be big for Berdorf and Shenandoah if you can find a way to get out of this inning. So 0-1. On its way to Van Otterloo. That one is ripped to right, but there to field it is Black, and they will send a runner in. Scoring is Rhodes, so does the trick. The sacrifice RBI from Aubrey Van Otterloo. It's the second out, moves Maddox DeVault to third. With 2 gone and nobody else on base, Georgia Holiday will come up trying to help her own cause. She reached on a walk in the second and then was courtesy ran for by Maddie Weston, which ended up being the scoring run for Nodaway Valley. So far in this inning, it started Aaron Rhodes got on. And then Maddox DeVault on. And they're going to say the runner at third is out, so take the run off the board from Aaron Rhodes. She left early. You can't do that in softball. And that is how the inning ends. So that is a big run that gets wiped off. We're still tied as we go to the third here on KMA Extreme Online, KMAland.com.
When people ask me what my dad does, I still don't have exactly the right answer. This is Sadie, and my dad is Shane from Schaff Ag. I know he takes calls and texts early in the morning and late at night. I know he does research to find the best products at the best prices. And I know he says, I'll get that done for you. But I guess I'm still not sure what all is involved in every aspect of agronomy. But I know my dad does it all. Call Shane at Schaff Ag and see for yourself.
No, they called the runner out.
712-520-1333.
Make life just a little sweeter with the help from Sugar Makery here in Glenwood, Iowa. This is Alexis.
And Malcolm.
Inviting you in to see how our Sweet Vision is now the perfect treat for a family experience. Or stop by and let us help you find the perfect gift for anybody. Our popcorn, candy, and soda are always the perfect fit, and we can customize packaging to any team, school, or favorite colors. We are open 11 to 8 Monday through Saturday and Sunday noon to 8. Come check us out on Facebook and Instagram.
Well, welcome back to Shenandoah on the KMA. Welcome back to Shenandoah on the KMA Extreme Online, KMAland.com. Also video streaming 1-1 as we go to the bottom of the third here at Bob Lucky Folden Field. Just moments ago, Nodaway Valley, they were able to get the first 2 batters on with a hit, and then I'm not really sure whether you rule that an error. I'd probably rule that an error as far as the bunt that was attempted to be laid down by DeVault. And then Maddie Fry moved runners. Aubrey Van Otterloo got on as well. And then they ended up having 2 gone. Georgia Holiday flew out. They tried to tag a runner up, and they said the runner moved early, which meant an out, and it took a run off the board. Now for Shenandoah coming up in this inning, they're going to go 9-1-2. Lene Green, Brooklyn Black, Sita Rodewald. If anybody gets on base, then Macy Blank, the 3-hitter, would join as well. Right now it's a 1-1 count to Lene Green. Okay, 1 ball, 1 strike. In a 1-1 game in the bottom of the third. That one in play to second. Van Otterloo to Hogan cleanly, and there's one away. So a 4-3 put out. Moves it to 1 away as Brooklyn Black comes up to the plate. So Black, the first hitter of the night to see her second plate appearance for the Phillies, was a strikeout victim to start action, and she sits on that one. It's a called strike. So 0-1 the count. The pitch from Holiday misses high for a ball, makes it 1-1. In this tie ball game. The 1-1 from Holiday misses high. 2-1 now the tally. Sita Rodewald waits on deck. Here in the third. That one low. It's a ball. 3 balls, 1 strike to Brooklyn Black, who's also the catcher for the Phillies tonight. That one is a swinging strike, brings it to a full count of 3-2. We haven't had a lot of full counts tonight. I believe this is only, I'm not keeping an official tally, I believe this is only the second one, and this one results in a walk as that one misses low and away to put the second batter of the inning on base. That is, I believe, that's the first walk of the night for Holiday. Berdorf has walked one as well. They've given up at least one hit. As Rodewald with a runner on, swings at the first pitch and misses just slightly. Rodewald grounded out in the first for the second out of the inning. So 0 for 1 of the season is Rodewald. As I said, she's got some power in the bat. Shenandoah's got some hitters. Can really do some damage. As that one gets away from the catcher, Davis, they will send the courtesy runner. Oh, it's Black, actually. Sometimes you courtesy run for your catchers. Shenandoah not doing that, at least in this scenario. As Brooklyn Black moves to second. And it's a 1-1 count to Sita Rodewald. And a 1-1 game with one away here in the bottom of the third. That one swung on a miss, kind of chased that one low. It's a 1-2 count. So Rodewald already 0 for 1 tonight, trying to avoid going 0 for 2. With an RBI opportunity. That one, it hit her in the ankle. And she drops, and now she'll move to first. And keeps Black at second. Shenandoah's got runners at first and second with Macy Blank, who grounded out to end the first, coming up to the plate with an RBI opportunity. Now, Blank last year hit .389 with a .476 on-base percentage, 19 RBIs in 18 games. So, I mean, she's good for about 1 a game, and I think Shenandoah would really like if those came right now. First pitch, shows bump, pulls away, runner goes, and she's caught in a tight spot. Black trying to retreat. The third baseman, Lamb, trailing. They try to go to Van Otterloo with a scoop, and Black's able to get back. You don't see that much. Black kind of got caught in no man's land. And Whitney Lamb had her look like dead to rights. And then it just becomes a game of pickle. Van Otterloo came to the bag. Black got down and was able to get safely. And Rodewald was at first. She had already basically got to second, had to retreat as that one's fouled away by Blank. Because once Black got caught there, Rodewald was also in a tough spot because if you take second, then Black can't go back to second. And heads up play by Rodewald to get back, and it averts disaster for Shenandoah as that one's fouled back to the fence now by Macy Blank. Now, Shenandoah's still got to be able to put a run on the board, but if they're able to do so, that could be a moment where you look back on later on and say, hey, that maybe saved them a run. Also, you go back to the violation by Nodaway Valley earlier that took a run off the board. As that one now rolls to the backstop. It was high on Davis, so we'll let the runners move. So put Black at third, Rodewald at second. That takes out any double play opportunity with nobody out. Actually, it should be one away is what I've got. As that one's fouled back to the fence by Blank. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Macy Blank. That one is high and outside for a ball. Makes it a 2-2 count. Very lengthy at bat for Blank. She's got runners in scoring opportunity. Black at third, Rodewald at second. That one high, and it's a full count. Last thing you want to do if you're Georgia Holiday is walk the bases loaded. Or more like, have a walk that loads the bases, I should say. As that one misses outside, and it's a 7-pitch walk to put runners on all the bags. With Ava Godfrey up to the dish. She reached on an error early on, and we're going to get a meeting in the circle with Holiday and her coach, Allison Queck, see if they devise a game plan. The good thing is you've got to play it, and you played. So, I mean, anything in the infield you're definitely playing on. And preferably you'd like to keep the run off the board, but also if someone gets hit to deep second or really, really shallow center and you've got a chance to make the play at second, you're not throwing it home to save the run. You're more so trying to damage control here. 1-1 in the bottom of the third of this non-conference high school softball contest on the KMA Extreme online, KMAland.com, and video streaming at KMAland.com. We've got one away. This inning started with Lene Green lining out. Brooklyn Black reached on a walk, hit a Rotowald, was hit by pitch. Macy Blank then reached on a walk. So Shenandoah's got no hits so far in this inning. They've got the bases stacked. With Ava Godfrey, an opportunity to maybe drive in a run. Said she reached on air early on. It was courtesy ran for us. Pitch from Holiday to Godfrey is high for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. As we've got a slow delay from the home plate umpire. Had to, I think, reposition his mask a little bit. 1-0 the count. That one on the outside part of his own called strike. The second baseman, Van Otterloo, playing a little bit over closer to first. Not by much. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away. From Holiday to Godfrey, that one is, I think, called ball. It was called ball. 2-1 now the count. Brooklyn Black at third, Sitta Rotowald at second, Macy Blank at first, and a 1-1 tie with 1 out and a 2-1 count. The pitch from Holiday to Godfrey, fouled back. It's a 2-2 count. Starting to cool down a little bit here in Shenandoah. I believe the game time temperature was mid-70s, maybe lower 70s. Yeah, there was some precipitation in the forecast earlier this morning. That has moved well away as that's fouled back in a very similar manner by Godfrey. Keeps the count at 2-2. Try to see if we can get you a score of Glenwood Clarinda tonight with Matheny and Bertini. And right now it's 2-0 Clarinda through 2. That was about 15 minutes ago, though. Here's a 2-2. It is fouled. Back to the fence. Godfrey battling off pitches so far with the bases juiced. And the bases are juiced with no hits so far from Shenandoah. That's not something you see every day. I'd say it's more so common in softball than baseball. As that one gets away from Davis, they're going to send the runner. The scoop to Holiday. Got her by a couple steps. Black tried to get down, could not. It does move the other runner, so Black gets tagged out for the second out of the inning. It's still a full count with 2 away and a 3-2 to Ava Godfrey. So Shenandoah had the bases loaded. Brooklyn Black tried to steal home on a pass ball. Could not. Gets tagged out. Rotowald now at third. Blank at second with Godfrey facing a full count. The payoff pitch low. I think it might have hit her. It gets by Davis, and this run will score. Either way, fair to say it didn't hit her. And it will score the run. A little bit of confusion there. But Rotowald scores on the pass ball. And things getting a little sketchy for Nodaway Valley. Ava Godfrey now at first. Reese Spiegel, who's a strikeout victim in the second, steps up to the plate. Runners on the corners, 2 away. Shenandoah has just taken a 2-1 lead. Georgia Holiday in the circle for Nodaway Valley. Fires the pitch. It is fouled back by Spiegel. Set the defensive lineup for you again for Nodaway Valley. Holiday pitching, Lindsay Davis catching, Bella Hogan at first, Aubrey Van Otterloo at second, Maddox DeVault at short, Whitney Lamb at third, Aaron Rhodes at left, Maddie Fry in center, and Lily Day in right. 0-1 count to Reese Spiegel with 2 out runners on the corners. That one gets by the catcher, Davis. They will keep the runner at third as Blank decides to stay put. Godfrey able to take second, though. So runners at second and third, the 1-1 count. Shenandoah's already scored 1 in this inning. I go back to that pickle situation that Brooklyn Black was able to fight herself out of. That ends up scoring a run. Now here's a roller to vault at short. Throw to Hogan. Long throw there, though, cleanly. And that is how the inning will end. So Shenandoah scores 1 run on, get this, no hits. They leave 2 on base. They have a 2-1 lead as we go to the 4th here on the KMA Extreme Online, KMAland.com.
Sports teach our children important life lessons, like how to work together as a team and the importance of a great coach. TS Prosperity Group, a division of TS Bank, understands the importance of a successful team, especially when it comes to your finances. Let TS Prosperity Group be the coach of your financial team to help guide you to success with the goal of sleeping better, knowing your prosperity is protected for the next generation. Contact tsprosperitygroup.com to schedule your free 30-minute consultation today.
Barrett Auto Center. Sure, they hope you'll consider them your automotive resource when it comes time to buy your next vehicle, but maybe you've just purchased one or are not quite ready for the investment. And Barrett Auto Center says that's okay. Your business is still important. You can still rely on them for all your service, warranty work, tire purchases, maintenance, and more. Barrett Auto Center and BarrettAutoCenter.com is still your resource for any make and model from any dealer. Give them the chance to make sure you come back to Barrett's.
Welcome back to Shenandoah High School softball here tonight. Nodaway Valley, Shenandoah. It's a 2-1 advantage in favor of the Phillies going into the 4th. And I'd said earlier, I got to correct myself. There was the weird pickle situation with Brooklyn Black where she ended up getting back to second safely. I had said that was a scoring run. That was not the scoring run. They ended up being Citteroda while Black actually got tagged out of the plate. So that was a very unique inning. Shenandoah had the bases loaded with no hits, scored a run. Had 4 total base runners in that inning. Again, never had a hit. There was a tag out at home plate. There was a missed opportunity for a tag out by Nodaway Valley on a pickle situation. Just a lot of things that you don't see a lot of all at once, but it happened there. And now we've got a conversation going on between the home plate umpire as well as the Nodaway Valley coaches. Nodaway Valley led by Allison Queck, assisted by Brittany Martin, and they're conversing about something. I don't know. Just out of earshot, being able to parlay that onto you, but whatever it is, they're at least content with whatever memo was passed along, and we begin the 4th inning with Georgia Holiday due up for Nodaway Valley as she swings and misses. It's an 0-1 count to Holiday. So the 0-1 on its way, popped up. Black in pursuit. She gets it. Had to be kind of meticulous with the way she snagged that. Looked like maybe she lost it for a moment, but was able to haul it in, and there's one away here in the 4th. Lindsay Davis, who grounded out in the 2nd, steps up to the plate. The bases empty and one away. 2-1 Shenandoah. Berdorf's pitch swung on and missed by Davis. Jenna Berdorf tonight, I've got her for, it's like 4 strikeouts. Trying to work on number 5. Only a couple hits allowed. Haven't been a lot of hits in this game up to this point. So that one by Davis, or to Davis, is up and called a strike. Usually about the time when you say, oh, well, there hasn't been a lot of hits. It's usually when things get weird and there's a lot of hits. Could be wrong, though. 0-2 from Berdorf to Davis. On its way. Right to the first baseman, Green, who snags the bag for the 2nd out of the inning. That one was hit on a line, and Lene Green just reached out, grabs it. And there's 2 up, 2 down for the Wolverines. Whitney Lamb, who struck out looking in the second, comes up. First pitch to Lamb. She swung at that one just a bit ahead of it. So Nodaway Valley's definitely got the 2 hits tonight. One was from Rhodes. The other one was the RBI by Christensen, who is on deck. That one hit in play along the right field line. It'll drop, and it puts the runner on with 2 gone as Macy Blank comes up to it. And Nodaway Valley with a little bit of life. As I said, Chloe Christensen, who drove in the only run of the game so far for the Wolverines, is up to the plate. She was down 0-2 in the count, bowed back, got it to 2-2, and then was able to score. That one is low for a ball. Then Shenandoah countered with 1 run in the second. In the third, Nodaway Valley had a really good opportunity to plate some runners, but could not. Their first 2 got on base. So that one's hit in play to second. Finley scoops it to Rodewald, and that's how the inning will end. So they get 1 on with a hit, but they cannot get any more, and it's 2-1 Shenandoah. We go to the bottom of the 4th here on the KMA Extreme online, KMAland.com.
Bedford Drug offers more than just your prescriptions. They are now providing immunizations, including flu, pneumonia, and shingles vaccinations. Plus, they offer prescription synchronization for your convenience. Stop in and visit with pharmacist Mike Schweitzer for more information. See their expanded gift selection, too. Convenience, competitive prices, and people willing to help. Just a few reasons that Bedford Drug is the pharmacy with more for you. Get professional and experienced advice on the spot. Bedford Drug on Main Street in Bedford.
HawkeyeFord.com. It's where you'll find a complete selection of pre-owned cars and trucks. It's also where you can estimate your trade-in value and receive a no-hassle quote. Since 1988, Hawkeye Ford has been offering a high level of customer service and a commitment to making the process of buying your vehicle an enjoyable one. They strive to deliver 100% satisfaction every time you visit their location on Highway 34 east of Red Oak or on their 24/7 location, HawkeyeFord.com.
Welcome back to Shenandoah on the KMA Extreme online, KMAland.com, as well as video streaming. Our second of 5 video streams this week. Coming up tomorrow, we've got Glenwood Underwood softball. Then on Thursday, we're back here. We'll be just behind me and to my right for Clarinda Shenandoah baseball. And then Friday, I'm excited for that one, HSTW trainer baseball in the Western Iowa Conference. It's 2-1. Shenandoah leading Nodaway Valley as we go to the bottom of the 4th, and due up for the Phillies, it's Sarah Morales, Jenna Berdorf, Macy Finley. That's the 6, 7, 8 sluggers in the lineup for Coach Aaron Berdorf's squad. Lene Green, the 9-hitter, is the 4th hitter due up. Now Morales rolls out one along the first baseline. Hogan picks it up, but foul. Morales had an RBI knock back in the second inning that tied it. And then Shenandoah in the third able to score without ever having a hit. There was a walk, a hit by pitch, a walk. So that one is low for a ball. Makes it a 1-1 count. There were 3 walks and a hit by pitch in that frame. The next one to Morales. Again, rolled along the first baseline and foul. Brings it to a 1-2 count. Georgia Holiday, the starting pitcher for Nodaway Valley tonight. She'll be their go-to throughout the season, I would imagine. Came in with a 3.32 ERA last year and 40 strikeouts, 19 walks. As Morales rolls that one in play, they're going to say it was foul. They're going to say dead ball strike. The batter is out. So she swung and missed, and that's how the inning goes. So, I mean, it rolled in play, but she swung, and then I think it hit her after she swung. They call the strikeout. You don't see that a lot either, but that's Holiday's 3rd strikeout of the night. It's Jenna Berdorf trying to help her own cause. Steps up. She was a strikeout victim back in the second. Pitcher against pitcher. Georgia Holiday in the circle for Nodaway Valley. Jenna Berdorf at the dish for Shenandoah. The 1-0 is there for a strike. Brings it to a 1-1 count. 2-1 in favor of Shenandoah. This game inching along here at Bob Lucky Fulton Field. That one hit in play. Rolls into right field. That's going to be a base hit for Berdorf. Her first knock of the season. Comes with one away, and that is the... This is only the second hit of the night for Shenandoah. As Macy Finley now steps up to the plate. So Berdorf with one away at first. Macy Finley, who grounded out to end the second, comes up now. She's showing bunt, lays it down, but lays it down foul. And we'll regroup and try that again. So far in this inning, Morales struck out. Berdorf reached on a single. And Finley trying to see if she can get some action here. That one on the outside part of the zone for a called strike. 0-2 the count now from Georgia Holiday to Macy Finley. Finley steps out of the box, looks over at Coach Aaron Berdorf, who's along the third baseline. Now steps back in and awaits the 0-2 with a runner on. That one fouled back and out of play. Rolls off the netting and will drop down. No, it's just stuck on the netting is the foul ball right now. So 0-2 the count from Holiday to Finley with one runner on in a 2-1 game here in the bottom of the fourth. That one swung on and missed. It got away from the catcher, Davis. But with the runner on first, there's no uncount third strike because she can't move. That does allow Berdorf to swipe second, though. And Georgia Holiday gets her second strikeout of the inning. That's her fourth of the evening. And Lene Green, the 9-hitter, comes up. She grounded out in the second. First pitch misses for a ball. One-0 the count to Green. Green playing first base tonight for the Phillies. Awaits the 1-0. That one is fouled along the first baseline. Props to the gentleman from Nodaway Valley that was able to get away from it at the last moment. I don't think he realized it was as close to dropping to him as it was. And now he goes and retrieves it. You know, last year it was a big thing to not retrieve foul balls. Judging by the looks of things, that has changed this year. 1-1 the count is just outside for a ball. Makes it 2-1 to Lene Green. Sarah Morales struck out. Jenna Berdorf got on a single. Macy Finley struck out, but Berdorf was able to swipe second. Now here's the 2-1 in play into center field. They're going to send Berdorf around. The throw is cut off by DeVault. It gets away, and that'll score a run. So Jenna Berdorf crosses home. It's an RBI double for Lene Green. I don't know. Actually, you might rule that a single on the throw, but it's an RBI hit no matter what for Lene Green to give Shenandoah a 3-1 lead. The 9-hitter for the Phillies comes through. And it's 3-1 with Brooklyn Black due up. That one on the outside part of the corner, the zone, they call it a strike. So 0-1 with Green at second. That one is fouled along the right field line, bounces off the concession stand bleachers, 2 hops, and it's caught by a young man along the right field line. In case you were interested in what happened after it was fouled out of play. It's either that or dead air, so I guess you decide. The 0-2 now to Black is fouled back as well. Three to 1 Shenandoah. Phillies looking to add to their lead. Here in the bottom of the fourth. The pitch is just outside, makes it a 1-2 count So we're back at the top of the order with Brooklyn Black, who struck out, reached on a walk. Now awaits the 1-2 from Holiday. In play in right field, coming over and making the snag is Day to end the frame. So Shenandoah scores 1 run on 2 hits. They leave 1 on base, and it's 3-1 Phillies. We go to the 5th here on the KMA Extreme Online, KMAland.com, as well as the KMA Land video stream. 5th inning coming up.
Iowa Western Community College has important news for you. If you're a high school senior trying to figure out what your next step in life will be after high school, consider this. Students learning trade-specific skills will get you into the workplace quicker, making a good living and having a lot less college debt. Iowa Western offers 1 to 2 year programs in nursing, welding, industrial tech, and advanced manufacturing, plus many others. Great skills and great pay in less time. Talk to Iowa Western Community College in Clarinda and Shenandoah and start planning your future now.
America is choosing to be a healthier nation. That's why so many people choose a Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and offer a full range of vitamins, non-prescription medicines, cold remedies, and convenient items for you and your family. And when it comes time to have a prescription filled, you can always count on your Health Mart family pharmacy to do it right. Take your next prescription to Oakland Pharmacy in Oakland, a locally owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Well, we go to the 5th here in Shenandoah. It's 3-1. Shenandoah leading Nodaway Valley here on the KMA Extreme Online, KMAland.com, as well as video streaming. The second of what we hope is many baseball, softball games we have for you on the video stream that we've rolled out this year throughout the season. We're going to work some kinks out of it. Huge thanks to Levi's son for helping us out throughout the course of the summer. Last night we were in Lenox for Atlantic Lenox softball. Tomorrow we're in Glenwood for Underwood Glenwood softball. And then Thursday we've got Clarinda Shenandoah baseball right back here behind us. Friday we've got Trainer HSTW baseball in the beautiful clubhouse there in Trainer. Also, should add tomorrow night, Austin McNorton will be in Council Bluffs for AL St. Albert baseball with the audio on KMA Extreme. Now, Bella Hogan is the hitter coming up for Nodaway Valley. That one in the dirt. It's snagged by Black. Brings the count to 1-0. So 1-0 the count. Bella Hogan was the third out of the second inning. The 1-0 is high for a ball, makes it a 2-0. Bertorf early on walked a few, has done a good job of kind of reeling in since then. And I think just the 1 walk so far tonight. 2 balls, no strikes, trying to avoid adding to that total as Hogan swings high at 1 and brings the count to 2-1. Nodaway Valley's only run came in the second. They had a really good chance in the third. Their first 2 runners got on. They had the bases juiced with 1 away and couldn't get anything more. That one's inside part of the zone, called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Bella Hogan, the first baseman for Nodaway Valley. Now Shenandoah will turn around. Their next game comes Thursday against Clarinda. Here's that one's in the dirt to fill the count up at 3-2. Stanton will be Nodaway Valley's next opponent. A lot of purple in that matchup. That'll take place at Anderson Park coming up tomorrow night. The payoff pitch coming from Jenna Bertorf to Bella Hogan. With nobody out here in the top of the 5th. This game going on an hour and 20 minutes. The pitch is low and away, and it's a walk on Bertorf. And that puts Hogan at first. And Aaron Rhodes, the 9-hitter, coming up for Nodaway Valley. That's the 3rd walk of the night for Bertorf. Rhodes shows bunt, lays down along third baseline, just goes foul. And it's an 0-1 count. So Bertorf, 3 walks. I've got Holiday. Looks like with 2, and then had a hit by pitch as well. Actually, she's got 3 walks. So 3 walks apiece tonight from both pitchers. That being Jenna Bertorf from Shenandoah, Georgia Holiday from Nodaway Valley. The 0-1 to Aaron Rhodes on its way. Again, bunt laid down, foul, makes it an 0-2 count. That forces Hogan to retreat back to first. Set the defense for you for Shenandoah. In case you're just tuned in, Jenna Bertorf pitching, Brooklyn Black catching, Lene Green at first, Macy Finley at second, Sita Rodewald at short, Sarah Morales at third. Outfield going left to right, Reese Spiegel, Cassidy Stevens, and Macy Blank. 0-2 on the way from Bertorf with a runner on. That one misses high, brings the count to 1-2. And that's a pitch that, you got an 0-2 count. Can't be too upset about missing that one. Just shake it off, come back, and try to retire the batter. Bertorf has 4 strikeouts tonight. So 1-2 is in play along the first baseline. Tough play for Green. Comes back to it, gets it, and there's 2 gone in this frame. That one was kind of drifting. Actually, there's only 1 out. The scoreboard was showing 1 before that. And that one, when it popped up, Green had to kind of drift back to it. Comes back to it and gets the first out. Now Maddox DeVault, who is 1 for 2 tonight with a strikeout and a single, steps up to the plate. Sits on that one for a ball, makes it 1-0. Nodaway Valley, this feels like a good chance for them to at least cut this deficit in half. That one popped up out of play just to our left. I don't know if somebody caught it or what, but there's applause and stuff from the crowd here. A nice crowd scattered along the left field line and the right field line and in the outfield as well. For a beautiful night of softball. Hopefully there's a lot more of those this season. So Bella Hogan at first, 1 out, a 1-1 pitch coming to Maddox DeVault. That one low and in the dirt. Good job by Black to snag it and keep it in front of her. Makes it a 2-1 count. You're in the top of the 5th. It's the top of the lineup for Nodaway Valley, so you feel like, turning things over to the top, you're needing runs, you've got a runner on. If you're going to come back, this is probably the best chance. DeVault chases one low and away, and it's a 2-2 count. Maddox DeVault, as I had mentioned earlier, standout multi-sport athlete for the Wolverines, KMA Land Girls Basketball Player of the Year, a state medalist in 100-meter hurdles. Awaits the 2-2 pitch with Bella Hogan residing at first. The pitch from Bertorf, she fouls it away to keep the at-bat alive. Aubrey Van Otterloo, Maddie Fry, being Fry, then Van Otterloo awaiting on deck for the Wolverines. And Georgia Holiday, the 4-hitter, due up in a little bit as well. Well, Bella Hogan was able to get on with a walk. And then Rhodes ended up flying out. Here's a shot to right that's going to hop back, and it'll put a runner on second. And then in right, that was Spiegel falling down, making the throw. It keeps the runner, so it's DeVault 2 hops 1 into right field. Moves Hogan to second. And Maddox DeVault with another knock. Maddie Fry will come up to the plate. She's 0 for 2 tonight. Flew out, or it was more like a pop out on a sacrifice bunt, and then grounded out. Those were in the first and third innings respectively. She is also the go-ahead run at the plate. That one is swung on a miss. She was swinging like she wanted to be the go-ahead run. Just a cut behind it, though, and it's an 0-1 count. So Bella Hogan at second, Maddox DeVault at first. One gone for Nodaway Valley in the top of the fifth and a 2-run deficit. Jenna Berdorf trying to get out of this slight jam at the moment. Bunt showed by Fry. She pulls back. It misses outside for a ball. And it's a 1-1. Nodaway Valley's only run of the game came in the second when Chloe Christensen was able to muster a single that scored a run. Now bunt laid down by Fry nicely. The throw to Berdorf. There will be no throw, and it loads the bases. If you're going to lay down a bunt, you can't really do it much better. It was a slow roller. Berdorf had to come all the way up and decided not even to try to make the throw to Green at first, and it stacks the bases. So you've got Hogan at third, DeVault at second, Maddie Fry at first. Aubrey Van Otterloo steps up to the plate, and Coach Aaron Berdorf going to call his infield in and devise a strategy. 3-1, Nodaway Valley trailing Shenandoah here in the top of the fifth. Nodaway Valley's only run came in the first. Shenandoah countered with one in the second. Nodaway Valley looked like they had a nice inning going in the third. They get their leadoff gets on with Aaron Rhodes singling. Max DeVault gets on. Then Maddie Fry ended up grounding out. Nodaway Valley got another runner on, ended up getting tagged out. They were able to move Aaron Rhodes to third. There was a opportunity to sacrifice, and they say she left early. They ended up ending the inning and took a run off the board. I mean, it very well, you go up 2-1 instead of tied 1-1. Who knows what Shenandoah is able to do in the third, but that's all a moot point right now. Nodaway Valley is just trying to see if they can create something of their own in this inning as the conference has ended between Coach Berdorf and his infield. And Aubrey Van Otterloo, who reached on a walk and struck out tonight, comes up to the plate. With the bases stacked. That one is in play to short. Rodewall makes the throw to third. It gets by Morales. That scores at least one run, and then the runners advance to keep the bases loaded. Looked like maybe there was just a little bit of hesitation from Rodewald. And then Morales, I don't think she was really anticipating that being there. It moves DeVault to third. Fry to second. Van Otterloo gets on via fielder's choice. That also goes in the book as an error that scores Hogan. And it's a 3-2 deficit now with still one away. Georgia Holiday swings one. And, man, she was swinging like she didn't want this game to be an Nodaway Valley deficit anymore. And luckily for Shenandoah, fouls that along the left field line well out of play. But at the very least, she let them know, hey, we know DeVault's got wheels. Georgia Holiday a chance to help her own cause and either tie this game or give them a lead. That one is just fouled along the third baseline. If that rolls into left, that's scoring at least DeVault, maybe Fry. Fry's got some wheels of her own. But 1-2 the count to Georgia Holiday. Holiday has a walk, also popped out on a foul that Black was able to snag. Very high leverage situation, it feels like. Here's the 1-2 on its way from Berdorf. She winds, she fires. Holiday sends a shot to center. That one is back, and that is a no-doubter. It's a grand slam for Georgia Holiday to clear the bases and give Nodaway Valley a 6-3 lead. Hashtag who homered with a grand salami from Georgia Holiday to make it a 6-3 game. And just like that, the tables have turned here at Bob Lucky Fulton Field. And if you're Berdorf as a young pitcher, you've got to shake it off. That's easier said than done. That clears the bases on the grand slam from Georgia Holiday. When that left the bat, you could just kind of tell that it looked like bad news for Shenandoah. Obviously, great news for Nodaway Valley. I mean, the outfielders knew too. There was little doubt about that one. Now, trying to follow that up is Lindsay Davis. And that one misses for a ball. Again, the grand slam from Georgia Holiday gives Nodaway Valley a 6-3 lead, their first lead since it's 1-0. Now Davis pops it up in play. Morales is there for the out. And that's the second of this inning. And it brings up Whitney Lamb, who's 1 for 2 tonight with a strikeout. So far in this inning, Bella Hogan started things off, reached on a walk. Aaron Rhodes flew out. Max DeVault got a single. Fry singled as that one misses high for a ball. Van Otterloo reached on a fielder's choice to load the bases. And Georgia Holiday sent a no-doubter into left center to make it 6-3. That one from Berdorf to Lamb just misses for a ball. Always love when I can put out the hashtag who homered. Well, Georgia Holiday homered tonight. That pitch to Lamb. Fouls it. Ooh, I think it was off the helmet of Black. Rolls back onto the net. There's now, well, that one actually falls through the net and in front of the home bleachers. It's 2 balls, 1 strike to Whitney Lamb. This game just turned on its head moments ago. The 2-1 on its way is popped up and out of play again. So Lamb doing a good job at spoiling pitches, if nothing else. Again, 2 balls, 2 strikes from Jenna Berdorf to Whitney Lamb. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. A 4-run inning for Nodaway Valley up to this point. They'd like to tack it on, but they've got nobody on. That's a good problem to have, though, because you've got nobody on because you just scored them all. The pitch to Lamb, low and away for a ball, fills the count at 3-2. So a payoff pitch coming from Jenna Berdorf to Whitney Lamb. That one is swung on and missed. She was chasing that one all the way, and that's how the inning will end. But not before Nodaway Valley is able to score 4 runs. 6-3 they lead. We go to the bottom of the 5th here in Shenandoah on the KMA Extreme online at KMAland.com.
Why choose Malvern Bank?
Because Malvern Bank is an education bank. Malvern Bank provides online informative resources and teaches folks like me financial literacy.
Malvern Bank takes the time to answer your money questions on the phone, in person, or online. As an education bank, we want our customers to be mindful about money.
To become a Malvern Bank customer, visit their website at malvern.bank and be sure to follow them on Facebook and Instagram.
Malvern Bank, we build community.
Member FDIC.
From large projects to daily tasks, we can help at Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah. This is Josh, and we pride ourselves on quality products, knowledge, and service. We're always available for advice on the projects that take years to design or the issues that need fixed in a hurry. And we offer free estimates on anything and everything you need to complete both. When you have a demand, we offer the supply. Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah.
Welcome back to Shenandoah here on the KMA Extreme online, KMAland.com, as well as video streaming on the beautiful KMAland.com. It's 6-3 Nodaway Valley as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Shenandoah had a 3-1 lead. Nodaway Valley scored the last 5 of this game. And due up for Shenandoah, it's the 2-3-4 Insider Rodewald Macy Blank. and Ava Godfrey. I've got to look at, so it's for the 5-run inning for Shenandoah. As that one is lined right to Holiday. The throw to Hogan is there, and there's one gone for Shenandoah in this inning is a 1-3 put out. So Nodaway Valley puts 5 up in that inning. It started with Bella Hogan getting on via a walk, and then Maddox DeVolt got on. Maddie Fry got on with hits. Van Otterly reached on a fielder's choice. They scored one. Holiday went yard, and now a foul up is caught by the first baseman Hogan on one pitch from Holiday to blank, and just like that, Shenandoah's already got 2 outs in this inning very quickly. Rodewald grounded out from first to third, and then blank just moments ago popped up, and here's Ava Godfrey trying to keep this inning alive. Ava Godfrey fouls that one away. She's not had an official at-bat tonight. She reached on a walk and reached on an error. Oh, I ruled an error. Well, maybe that's officially ruled a hit, but I've ruled that an error for the time being. The 0-1 is, again, fouled very similarly in the dirt right by her. Bounces off a knee, and it's an 0-2 count. And 6-3, Nodaway Valley leading in the bottom of the 5th. Here in the KMA Extreme online, KMAland.com. The 0-2 in play. Diving play can't be made by DeVolt. It rolls into left field, and it's a 2-out hit. And now the throw got away, and Godfrey will retreat back to first, but it's a 2-out single for Ava Godfrey. That is unofficially the 4th hit that Georgia Holiday has surrendered tonight. So we've got time so the home plate umpire can brush off home plate. Reese Spiegel will come up. She's 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout and a ground out. That one is on the outside part of the zone, called strike. Again, 2 gone in the bottom of the 5th. That one is popped up in play. Holiday can't quite get to it. It bobbles it, and they're going to have to call interference on that as Spiegel is able to get safely. She'd have reached no matter what, but Holiday couldn't quite get it. She didn't come up far enough on it. And then in pursuit of it, bobbled it, collided with Spiegel. So, I mean, no matter what, Spiegel would have been deemed able to reach because she didn't have the ball. Did Holiday, but Spiegel gets on. I don't really know how you score that if you rule it an error, if you rule it obstruction. I wouldn't say it's a hit. It's one of those little quirk plays that you don't really prepare for, but puts runners on first and second now for Shenandoah. With Sarah, no, they're making a substitution. Sydney Edwards comes up for Sarah Morales. And the first pitch by her chopped along the first baseline. Was it out of play? I think it was. Yeah, it was. They're really delayed on making that call. Edwards didn't even attempt to go to first. And the runners from first moved to second, and second moved to third. And we just kind of stood there for a moment. 0-1 now to Sydney Edwards. Georgia Holiday fires the pitch. It is low and away for a ball. Makes it a 1-1 count. Shenandoah went down really quickly with the first 2 batters in this inning, with Rodewald grounding out, blank popping up. Then Godfrey reached on a single. Spiegel reached on an error. Here's a hit back to Holiday. The throw to Hogan at first is wide. That's going to score at least 1 run as it rolls along the line. They're going to send the runner around. Spiegel scores as well, and it's 2 runs on the error. Cuts the lead down to 1, and it's 6-5. Advantage Nodaway Valley, but Sydney Edwards reaches on an error. And she's the tying run, with Jenna Berdorf representing the go-ahead run at the plate. It was just kind of a liner right to Holiday. The throw was just a little wide to Hogan, and it rolled back into the right field fence. And they sent Godfrey to Spiegel, able to show off some speed. She scores as well. Now Jenna Burdorf, a chance to get back in front potentially. 6-5 Nodaway Valley, bottom of the fifth here in Shenandoah. This has been a very weird game so far. First one, the outside part of the zone, called strike. I mean, naturally, softball's kind of a weird sport, but in baseball for that matter too. I mean, not so much in like it's weird, but weird things happen more often, I feel like, than in any other sport. As Burdorf swings at that one, it was low and not too thrilled at herself for swinging at that one. Hits the dirt, steps back in, facing an 0-2 count. Shenandoah went down quickly, and then they've scored 2 in a row. Burdorf swings and misses to end the inning. So Nodaway Valley keeps the lead, but Shenandoah gets 2 runs back. It's 6-5 as we go to the 6th here on the KMA Extreme, online, KMAland.com.
For over 25 years, Chat Mobility has provided you the latest technology, competitive prices, and a nationwide high-speed network. Though important, we're a whole lot more. We serve your hometown communities, sponsor your local chambers and events. It's our goal to work hard while giving back to those who graciously support us. At Chat Mobility, our interests are much deeper than providing great service. We're just committed to serving you. To learn more, see us at chatmobility.com today.
At the ARC Group, we take a disciplined approach to marketing. We understand that education and experience must be at the forefront of your decision-making process, and we also understand that all farms manage risk differently. This is Tim McGann with the ARC Group. I would like to meet with you, learn about your operation, understand your short and long-term goals, and then together we form a plan to maximize profitability on your farm. Call me at 712-370-3497 or visit us at agrisconsulting.net.
Welcome back to Shenandoah. Welcome back to Shenandoah on the KMA Extreme online, KMAland.com. Trevor Mader here with you tonight. High school softball action between Nodaway Valley and Shenandoah at 6-5. Nodaway Valley leading as we head to the 6th. Now, it was a very interesting 5th inning. Nodaway Valley was down 3-1. They played 5 off of 4 of them, which came on a grand slam from Georgia Holiday. Then Shenandoah quickly goes down with their first 2 batters. They battle back. They get a single from Ava Godfrey. They get a couple of errors. They score 2 runs, leave a runner at third. And that's where we are now, is at 6-5 Nodaway Valley as we head to the final 2 innings of this one. Chloe Christensen is the batter for the Wolverines. She drove in the first run of the evening and then was the final out of the 4th inning. So it's the 7-8-9 for Nodaway Valley. Chloe Christensen, Bella Hogan, Aaron Rhodes all due up. Infield playing slightly in. The pitch outside from Burdorf. Black tried to frame it, but to no avail. And it's a 2-0 count for Jenna Burdorf. And the pitch to Christensen is on its way. She was well ahead of that one. It swung on and missed. Brings the count to 2-1. Both teams went down in order to start this game. You thought, okay, maybe offense is going to be hard to come by. Pitchers are really locked in, and then not necessarily the case. That one's low for a ball to bring the count to 3-1. First batter of this inning. Nodaway Valley trying to maybe tack on a couple insurance runs. The 3-1 on its way from Burdorf. That misses inside for a ball. That is the 4th walk of the night that Burdorf will be charged. And that puts Bella Hogan up to the plate with a runner on after the walk. Nobody out. The only plate appearance so far in this inning just came a moment ago from Chloe Christensen, who reached on a walk. The first baseman, Green, moves up even closer, like maybe they're anticipating Abundance. Morales has done the same thing at third. Berdorf winds and fires. Hogan shows bunt, pulls back. It's a called strike. A lot of softball is about how can you maneuver your base runners and trade outs for bases. Probably more so than, not probably, definitely more so than baseball. The shorter field and distance between bases kind of lends to that. As that bunt's popped up. Black makes a diving catch. What a snag from Brooklyn Black. Extends herself out and puts one away, but now the runner will move from first to second as Christensen swipes second as everyone was celebrating the fantastic play that she made. And it was a fantastic play. Christensen says, don't mind if I do. I'll occupy second base for the time being, but there's one away, and that's kind of a heads-up move because, you've only got one away. A base hit could score as Aaron Rhodes, who's got a single to her name tonight, comes up to the plate. That one is outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strike, 1 out, 6-5 Nodaway Valley in the top of the 6th. It's cooled off a little bit. Wind very minimal. Berdorf said earlier, very meticulous with how she delivers that one over the plate. Called strike, 1-1 the count. Aaron Rhodes singled and popped up so far tonight. 1-1 from Berdorf with a runner at second. Is there. It is hit in play. Morales with the glove. Throw to Green in time. They'll keep the runner at second, and it's a 5-3 putout for the second one of the inning. And it's back to the top of the order with Maddox DeVault, who is got a hit, at least one hit to her name tonight. Two away, runner at second. Nodaway Valley trying to give himself a little breathing room. Berdorf, that one misses high and inside for a ball. DeVault steps back out of the box, takes a couple practice hacks. And they're going to intentionally walk her, it looks like. Top of the order. Arguably their best hitter. I don't necessarily disagree with that call from Coach Aaron Berdorf. Now it puts Maddie Fry at the plate with DeVault at second. Now it creates a out at any plate too, with the exception of home, and that's more so what you're going for. Is, hey, if we keep it in the infield, we can probably get out of this inning unscathed. The pitch to Fry. Call and strike. And of course, if Jenna Berdorf throws strikes, that's going to help too. So 0-1 to Fry. Fry's got a single to her name tonight. She's also popped up and grounded out. So really, I think she misses maybe a strikeout or a walk. Here's the 0-1 on its way. Thought about bunt, pulled back. It misses high for a ball. 1-1 the count. 6-5 Nodaway Valley in the 6th, top of the 6th. They've got runners at first and second with Maddox DeVault at first. And Chloe Christensen at second. That one low and in the dirt. Black keeps it in front of her. Makes it a 2-1 count. Jenna Berdorf getting the start tonight for the Phillies. Has struck out 5. I've got her for 7 hits. 4 non-intentional walks. So the next pitch, the 2-1, is there for a strike. That's a big one. Gets it to 2-2. I feel like this is a really tough pitch for hitters because, you want to be too cautious and risk it being a called third strike, but you don't want to be too aggressive and swing at something way out of the zone. That's exactly what happens. It's an uncaught third strike, though. The throw to first is there, but I think was she off the bag? She was. Black could not quite get it to Green in time. Green had to come off the bag. Now Fry, that was a very slow-moving play. I don't think Fry realized that since there were runners not occupying those bases, that she could do that. And it loads the bases for Nodaway Valley. First pitch to Aubrey Van Otterloo is a strike. So Berdorf now trying to work herself out of a bases-loaded jam. With 2 gone. And Aubrey Van Otterloo at the dish. The 0-1 just low for a ball, makes it a 1-1 count. Yeah, so if it's an uncaught third strike and there's not a runner on first, you know, the batter has a chance to move, and I don't think Fry realized that was a possibility. That one misses for a ball. That was a very, and luckily for her, I don't think Black realized it either. Then Black made a throw, but it forced Lene Green off the bag, and that loaded the bases. Here's the 2-1 now to Van Otterloo. Swung on and missed to bring it to 2-2, and Jenna Berdorf just 1 strike away from stranding the bases loaded. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases stacked for Nodaway Valley in the top of the 6th. The pitch to Van Otterloo is on its way along the third baseline. Morales there. The throw home to Black on the plate in time, and it's a traditional 5-2 put out to end the frame. Nodaway Valley leaves the bases loaded, and we go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 6-5 Nodaway Valley on the KMA Extreme online, KMAland.com.
This is Kane with Gowing Plumbing. Gowing Plumbing is the name to remember for 24-hour service. That includes after hours and weekends, because that is when problems usually occur. We're located in Shenandoah, but we also serve the surrounding communities. That's the way it's been done for more than 70 years. And we work on boiler heat, so call fully licensed Gowing Plumbing any time of day or night. 246-1803 or after hours at 712-310-9248.
Iowa Western Community College has important news for you. If you're a high school senior trying to figure out what your next step in life will be after high school, consider this. Students learning trade-specific skills will get you into the workplace quicker, making a good living and having a lot less college debt. Iowa Western offers 1 to 2 year programs in nursing, welding, industrial tech, and advanced manufacturing, plus many others. Great skills and great pay in less time. Talk to Iowa Western Community College in Clarinda and Shenandoah and start planning your future now.
Welcome back to Shenandoah on the KMA Extreme online, KMAland.com. Trevor Mader with you. This non-conference softball battle between Nodaway Valley and Shenandoah, and it's 6-5. Nodaway Valley leading through 5.5 innings of fun here at Bob Lucky Folden Field. It's been a opening week softball game, probably the best way to put it. And Shenandoah is going to rely on their 8-9-1 hitters and Macy Finley, Brooklyn Black. Macy Finley, Lene Green, and then Brooklyn Black. And if anyone gets on base, Sita Rodewald will join the party as well. Shenandoah got 2 back in the 5th. That one misses. No, actually, it's called strike. So 0 on the count to Macy Finley, who's 0 for 2 with the ground out and a strikeout. The 0-1 gets by Davis. It's a ball, makes it a 1-1. Meanwhile, tonight, Underwood, Missouri Valley were playing softball. They called that game short due to weather. Underwood won 6-2, by the way. So that one in there for a strike on Finley brings it to a 1-2. Now, the baseball game there they were playing, they didn't get that one in. It was suspended. The 1-2 is fouled back by Finley. Also tonight in Glenwood, let's see if we can get you a score update from Glenwood Clarinda baseball. Clarinda now up 8-2. They're in the 6th. Ryan Matheny, Brian Bertini are there. Here's the 1-2 to Finley. Inside part of the zone, called strike 3. Holiday with the backwards K for her 6th strikeout of the night. And Lene Green, who is 1 for 2 with an RBI knock, comes up to the plate, but that one is in there for a strike. Holiday kind of jacked up a little bit. She's winding and firing and connecting as well. 0-1. She winds and fires again. That one misses high for a ball. Makes it a 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th. The pitch from Holiday. Swung on a miss. Green, again, a powerful hack, but just misses. Brings it to a 1-2 count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. That one is just inside. Called ball, makes it 2-2. The base is cleared. Shenandoah trailing by a run. Here's a pitch swung on a miss. Green chased it. It's an uncaught 3rd strike. Davis in pursuit. Throw down the line to Hogan. Really had to extend out to get it, but she does. And it goes in the books as a strikeout for Georgia Holiday. Her 7th of the night. 2nd of this frame. Holiday's, I've only got us giving up 4 hits tonight, and then I'd have to do some diving into the runs. I know one of them had reached on an error. As now Brooklyn Black steps up to the plate, sits on the first one. It's a called ball. So we're back to the top of the order with 2 gone for Shenandoah here in the 6th. A pitch is high part of the zone, called strike for a 1-1 count. Sitter Rodewald trying to see if she'll get an opportunity in this inning. The 1-1 misses low, makes it 2-1. Georgia Holiday, the go-to for the Wolverines in the circle this year. She's a junior. Actually, no, make that I don't know why I said junior. I looked at it blatantly. She's a freshman. All I saw was the yard. For some reason, my brain said junior. 2-2 the count. To Brooklyn Black. That pitch low and away fills the count at 3-2. So Holiday only a freshman. I'm sure Coach Allison Queck and company see a lot of room for growth from her. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. To end the inning, so Holiday gets 3 strikeouts in a row for what accounts for her 6th, 7th, and 8th. And we go to the 7th at 6-5 Nodaway Valley here on the KMA Extreme, online, KMAland.com.
Nutrien Ag Solutions is your leading agricultural retailer of crop inputs and expert solutions. And they're your choice in the region for top-of-the-line products and customer service. When nothing short of the best is your standard, talk with Nutrien Ag Solutions in Westboro, Missouri, Coyne, Percival, and Essex, Iowa for fall application and products. Nutrien Ag Solutions, growing your crops and your bottom line.
The accolades are pouring in for Northwest Missouri State University. U.S. News and World Report ranks Northwest at Missouri's top. Zippia.com rates it as the best school in Missouri to get a job. And SafeWise ranks Northwest among the nation's safest. Northwest continues to deliver a quality education, so you are career ready on day one. Plus, your textbooks and fully loaded laptop are included in your tuition. Visit nwmissouri.edu to apply today. Northwest Missouri State University, where Bearcats connect.
Well, we go to the 7th, the KMA Extreme online, KMAland.com, as well as video streaming. Trevor Mader here with you tonight, Levi's son operating the video stream operation. Huge thanks to him for doing that all summer long. 6-5, Nodaway Valley, trying to hold on for the lead, trying to add some insurance runs potentially, and they've got Georgia Holiday due up to the dish. She had the grand slam back in the 5th inning that turned a 3-2 deficit into a 6-3 lead. So it's Georgia Holiday, Lindsay Davis, Whitney Lamb due up. If anybody gets on base, then Chloe Christensen would get an attempt as well. If you're Nodaway Valley, you're trying to add some insurance runs. If you're Shenandoah, you're trying to, minimize the damage. I mean, down 1 going into the final frame, you'll take that too. You probably feel okay with, although obviously you would like to not give up any runs here. Anything more than that, it does get a little dicey. But here we go, Georgia Holiday due up to the plate. I would say right now she's a front runner for player of the game. Jenna Berdorf looks down at her wristband. Her father, Aaron, the head softball coach for the Phillies. And the first pitch of the 7th inning is high for a ball. Holiday on that grand slam to left center. You could just kind of tell when it left the bat that, on a calm night, too, where it's not very windy, when one leaves like that, how much you can do. Holiday fouls that one back. I mean, there was nothing stopping it from being out of here. Nothing did. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lindsay Davis awaiting on deck. The 1-1 from Berdorf to Holiday. That one is popped up in play, though. Coming up is the center fielder, Stevens. She is there for the routine flyout. And there's 1 gone in the 7th. Lindsay Davis, who's grounded out and reached on a... Well, she's actually 0 for 3 tonight. She's grounded out. She's lined out. She's flew out. And the pitch to Davis inside for a ball. 1-0 the count. There's some lightning well off to the north. Again, that is a ways off to the north. There was a threat earlier in the day, maybe of some inclement weather. That has moved north as that one's hit in play to short. Rodewald there. Throw to first to Green on the bag in time. 2 gone. In this inning now for Nodaway Valley. So Lindsay Davis goes down. And Whitney Lamb will try to keep this inning alive for Nodaway Valley. Now Shenandoah, they're gonna have their 2, 3, 4 hitters with Sita Rodewald, Macy Blank, and Ava Godfrey. So if you're gonna come back and spark a rally, I would say that's a good spot to do it in with 2, 3, 4. I mean, I'd say you feel more confident with that than maybe 7, 8, 9. But the key is keeping it down to a 1-run deficit or thereabouts. It's a 1-0 count now, so that one's inside on Whitney Lamb. Lamb singled, also struck out a couple times tonight. She's responsible for 2 of the 5 strikeouts Berdorf has mustered tonight. That one misses outside for a ball, brings it to a 2-0 count. Max DeVolt also struck out. Aubrey Van Otterloo was a K victim as well. 2-0. Whitney Lamb, bases empty, 2 gone. Nodaway Valley clinging to a 6-5 lead. That one swung on and missed. It was off the glove of Black, but it doesn't matter because it's a 2-0 count, now a 2-1 count. Two balls, 1 strike. With Whitney Lamb at the plate, Berdorf winds and fires in the dirt. One hops to Black. And it's a 3-1 count. So definitely a hitter's pitch because, I mean, depending on the day, you may or may not have the green light here. You may or may not have the stop sign. We'll see what Lamb's got here. She was waiting all the way, and it's a good thing she did. It just misses for a ball to put a runner on with 2 away. It's the 5th walk of the night charged to Berdorf. So put Lamb at first on the walk. And Chloe Christensen, who's got 2 singles tonight and an RBI, up to the plate. Trying to tack on an insurance run with Whitney Lamb at first. That one's in there, first strike. 0-1 the count. From Jenna Berdorf to Chloe Christensen, who's a designated player batting for Lily Day. Is that one on the outside part of the zone? Called ball, makes it a 1-1. Didn't miss by much. Wouldn't think you're laying down a bunt here with 2 gone. But the infield has moved just a little bit up. The 1-1 on its way. That one, did it hit her in the ankle? No, but it one hopped in the dirt. That allows Lamb to take second. Makes it a 2-1 count. This game started right around 7:30, so we're trending towards 2 hours. Christensen at the plate, sits on that one. It's a called ball for a 3-1 count. Berdorf will step off the rubber, kick some dirt around. Big pitch coming up here as they want to try to end this frame and give themselves a chance in the bottom of the frame. Down only 1. Here's the 3-1. It is in the dirt. 1 hops to black. That's another walk. 6th of the night. That moves Christensen to first. It keeps Whitney Lamb at second. Bella Hogan, who reached on an error and scored a run in the 5th, comes up. She's also been responsible for a couple of outs tonight. Runners on first and second, 2 gone in the top of the 7th. That pitch to Hogan. She was swinging and she missed. Bring it to an 0-1 count. This game all comes back to the grand slam from Georgia Holiday in the 5th. Turned a 5-2 deficit, or a 3-2 deficit into a 6-3 lead. This pitch from Hogan, check swing. They're going to say she didn't go, and it's a 1-1 count. Made it 6-3, and then Shenandoah was able to get a couple back in the bottom of that inning. Had a runner on third as well, but ended up stranding it. That's where we're at, 6-5. 1-1 on the way. Inside for a ball, 2-1 the count. So they've got Chloe Christensen at first, Whitney Lamb at second, the 8-hitter Bella Hogan at the plate, Aaron Rhodes, the 9-hitter, patiently awaiting, trying to see if she'll get a chance to maybe account for the insurance RBIs. That one is hit to right. That'll drive in at least 1. They will wave Lamb around. They'll put they will send now as it's bobbled in the outfield. They will send Christensen around and wave her. They'll hold Hogan at third. And it's 2 runs at plate for Nodaway Valley to make it 8-5. Bella Hogan, they give that the single, at least 1 RBI. She gets to third. Lamb scored. They were going to keep Christensen, and then in right field, Blank, and then Stevens came over as well. They kind of juggled. I didn't see exactly what happened. I was watching the base runners, but they didn't get it cleanly. And they said, you know what, we'll send Christensen around. So that puts Christensen at the plate, Hogan at third, with Aaron Rhodes swinging and missing at the first pitch. Makes it an 0-1 count. So it's now 8-5. Advantage Nodaway Valley. Now these two teams, according to Varsity Bound, only met one time in the last, well, as far back as Varsity Bound goes, which I believe is 2007. That was back in 2018. Nodaway Valley was a 10-7 winner. Very similar score right now as that one hits Rhodes on the left ankle. She moves up after the hit by pitch. And that puts runners at first and third for Nodaway Valley with 2 gone. So Shan very much had a chance to get out of this inning. Only down 1, and then Bella Hogan sent a liner into right. Wasn't handled cleanly. So instead of only scoring 1, it's able to plate 2. Now we've got runners on the corners. Coach Aaron Berdorf comes out to talk to his daughter Jenna, who's the pitcher for Shenandoah. It's only a freshman, so I mean, I would think we're going to see a lot of really nice things from her throughout the course of her career. But also, being a freshman, you're probably going to see some bumps in the road like we've seen at times tonight and playing throughout the Hawkeye 10, like you might see occasionally during the season. Back to the top of the order, Maddox DeVault up to the plate. This is her 5th plate appearance of the night. She's got a hit to her name. I want to swung on her. She wanted to add another hit to her name, but misses at that one. (8-5) Nodaway Valley in the top of the 7th. Shenandoah is going to get a chance to spark some magic, but how many runs they'll need is yet to be seen. Now DeVault sends one to right, coming over. It's going to drop for a hit. Blank couldn't handle it, and that's going to score 2 on the 2 RBI knock from Maddox DeVault for what I've got is her 2nd hit of the night, at least. Maybe 3rd. Again, there was a debate earlier, but it's 10-5. Nodaway Valley with 2 gone. Now Fry lets that one sit high. So 4 2-out runs. Makes it 10-5. Now that one is high, gets away from Black. That'll move DeVault to 3rd. So Maddox DeVault now moves closer to adding on to this lead. (10-5) Nodaway Valley. They've really rallied late. That one is low, and it's a 3-0 count. Shenandoah trying to... Now you're pretty much just in damage control. You know you're going to need a rally. That one is a called ball just on the outside part of the zone. Berdorf, her 7th walk of the night. Maddie Fry moves the bases, and Nodaway Valley now has gone through the order. And not only have they gone through the order, they've gone through the order basically with 2 outs. The first 2 batters went down quietly. Georgia Holiday flew out. Lindsay Davis grounded out. Lamb reached on a walk. Christensen got on. And now Jenna Berdorf is going to see her night come to a close. Sita Rodewald, it looks like it's going to pitch. They're going to move some pieces around. So it looks like Rodewald is going to pitch. We'll try to... So Rodewald pitches. Finley moves to short. Berdorf goes to 2nd. So, I mean, they just kind of did a triangle switch there. Rodewald had been playing short. She pitches now. Berdorf had been pitching. She goes to 2nd. Finley had been playing 2nd. She will go to short. They'll give Sita Rodewald a few warm-up pitches. And Nodaway Valley will try to see if they can maybe add another insurance run or 2. They've gotten runners at 2nd and 3rd with Maddox DeVault at 3rd, Maddie Fry at 2nd. Aubrey Van Otterloo is the batter. Jenna Berdorf got the start. It was a clean first inning. They went strikeout, pop out, strikeout. Gave up 1 run in the 2nd. It was a 1-1 game going into the 3rd. Nodaway Valley had a run get called out due to the runner leaving early. Shenandoah took a 3-1 lead, and then Nodaway Valley scored 5 in the 5th to take a 6-3 lead, and they haven't looked back since then. Shenandoah gave him a scare in the 5th, but left the tying run at 3rd. Nodaway Valley has since been able to put 4 on in this inning, trying to add to it. Here's Otterloo. That gets behind Black. They're going to send DeVault, and she scores standing. That also moves Fry. That moves Fry up closer, and she goes to 3rd. So DeVault scores on a passed ball. That's now 5 2-out runs. And it's 11-5. That one fouled back by Van Otterloo. 1-1 the count. And Nodaway Valley turns around. They get Stanton coming up tomorrow night. Anderson Park. Take a look at the rest of the week. They get Lennox on Thursday. And TJ Stokes and company. That one misses low for a ball. And then Saturday they go to Winterset for the Winterset tournament. Some feisty teams there. ADM, Harlan, I-35 on the docket for the Wolverines next. Well, not next Saturday, this Saturday. The 2-1 is in play along third baseline. Morales to throw to Green. It's not held cleanly. They called foul. They did, okay. That was kind of an awkward roller. Everyone played through like it was in play. I was kind of waiting for him to call it foul. And then they finally did. So 2-2 the count to Aubrey Van Otterloo. It's Clarinda beat Glenwood tonight in baseball action, 8-3. That one is a rising ball called strike 3 to end the frame. And Shenandoah's down to their final 3 outs. They're going to rely on Sitter Rodewald, Macy Blank, Ava Godfrey to spark a rally. 11-5 Nodaway Valley as we go to the bottom of the 7th here on the KMA Extreme.
Sports teach our children important life lessons, like how to work together as a team and the importance of a great coach. TS Prosperity Group, a division of TS Bank, understands the importance of a successful team, especially when it comes to your finances. Let TS Prosperity Group be the coach of your financial team to help guide you to success with the goal of sleeping better, knowing your prosperity is protected for the next generation. Contact tsprosperitygroup.com to schedule your free 30-minute consultation today.
Well, it's here going to be rally time for Shenandoah or Nodaway Valley's first win of the season. We're going to find out here over the course of the next 3 outs. Trevor Mader here with you on the KMA Extreme. Online, KMAland.com. We've also got our video stream going. Very excited about that this year. We've decided, after all those years of despising you video streams, if you can't beat them, join them, and that's what we've done. We've got 5 games for you this week. Tomorrow night we're in Glenwood. I'm really excited for that one. Underwood, Glenwood softball. Then Thursday we've got Clarinda Shenandoah baseball right back here. Friday it's Trainer HSTW baseball from Trainer. 11-5 Nodaway Valley leading Shenandoah. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It was 6-5 going into this inning. Nodaway Valley got 5 2-out runs, including 2 RBIs from Maddox DeVault. And it's up to Sitter Rodewald, Macy Blank, and Ava Godfrey to try to get the bats going for Shenandoah. That's a 2-3-4. So, I mean, if you're going to start a rally, you probably feel the most confident with that part. But, I mean, 5 runs is asking a lot. But the way this game's gone, we've seen kind of some funky things tonight. So, wouldn't put it past it. 1-0 the count to Rodewald. She sends that one to right, but there for it is day, and 1 is gone. So Rodewald goes down, and Shenandoah's only got 2 outs left to maneuver around. And it's the 3-hitter Macy Blank, who is 0 for 3 tonight, was hit by a pitch as well. One of these teams going to move to 1-0 here in just a few moments as Blank swings and misses at that one. So 0-1. The count, that one on the outside part of the zone, they call it a strike. So 0-2. That one is fouled back to the fence, and that pitch is spoiled. And a fun one here tonight at Bob Lucky Fulton Field. I feel this will not be the last time we'll be back here for a softball broadcast this year. That one's a called strike. Holiday retires another. I've got that as her 9th strikeout. She had 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third. That'd be, she's got 9. That's what I'm counting. Ava Godfrey up, the final hope for Shenandoah. That one's popped up in play. Holiday is there. She gets it, and this one goes in the books as an 11-5 Nodaway Valley victory. Georgia Holiday strikes out a handful, grand slams, and the Wolverines start their season 1-0. We'll be back to wrap things up here in a moment on the KMA Extreme Online, KMAland.com.
From large projects to daily tasks, we can help at Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah. This is Josh, and we pride ourselves on quality products, knowledge, and service. We're always available for advice on the projects that take years to design or the issues that need fixed in a hurry. And we offer free estimates on anything and everything you need to complete both. When you have a demand, we offer the supply. Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah.
Well, Nodaway Valley starts the year 1-0. They get an 11-5 victory over Shenandoah here tonight on the KMA Extreme Online, KMAland.com. It was both teams went 3 up, 3 down to start the game. You kind of thought, okay, maybe this is going to be a low-scoring game. Pitchers are getting settled in. These were two really young pitchers that learned a lot last year. Second inning, both teams score a run. Shenandoah then takes a lead, up 3-1. Nodaway Valley gets a run early in the fifth. It's 3-2. Georgia Holiday, a grand slam to left center, makes it 6-3. Shenandoah got 2 back, made it 6-5. Very respectable going into the seventh. And then Nodaway Valley is able to score 5 runs with 2 outs, including 2 for Maddox DeVault on an RBI to right that made it 11-5. Shenandoah goes down in order. Nodaway Valley closes. This game's an 11-5 winner. Now, Georgia Holiday gets credit for the win on the mound. I had her for 9 strikeouts. Only allowed, I think, 4 hits throughout the evening as well. Jenna Berdorf is the losing pitcher for Shenandoah. So Nodaway Valley moves to 1-0. They turn around. They get Stanton tomorrow night at Anderson Park there in Stanton. Shenandoah drops to 0-1. They return on Thursday when they take on Clarinda. Well, tomorrow we continue our softball broadcast when we go to Glenwood. Underwood, Glenwood softball. We will have that one for you on the KMA video stream. Also on the KMA audio airwaves as well. KMA FM 99.1. Brian Bertini will be joining me for that one. Looking forward to all of that. We'll see you then tomorrow night. Complete recap from tonight's game will be available online here in just a little bit, KMAland.com. But once again, your final score tonight, Nodaway Valley 11, Shenandoah softball 5. You've been listening to high school softball on the KMA Extreme Online, KMAland.com, and the KMA video stream. Huge thanks to Levi's son for helping out with that. We'll see you tomorrow night. Until then, for KMA Sports, I'm Trevor Mader. Have a great night.
This sporting event on KMA, brought to you by the Sportscasters Club.